Hello, everybody. Kelly Atchison at stampabove.com coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. I see so many of you coming in here. I'm so happy to be stamping with you tonight. We've got Olympia, Washington, Minnesota, Ohio is in the house, New York, Canada, Lake Erie, Nancy from the windy shore of Lake Erie. We were watching some weird weather with your Lake Erie, I'm pretty sure, where you're losing like 6 feet of water on the west end. That's so crazy, right? We've got Florida and Missouri, more Minnesota, Connecticut is here, Maryland, Marshfield, Wisconsin. We've got Shelby here from Wisconsin too. Hello, everybody. Michigan is in the house. Ontario, Pacific Northwest. I know Arizona is here. Naples, Florida. Dodie, I'm happy to see you. Gosh, New York, Charlotte, Ohio, Washington. Blizzard, Deb says. Yes. Missouri is here. Lancaster. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. North Carolina. I was just watching. I've been hooked on this beach bargain front on I think it's on the HGTV channel where they go find reasonably priced beach properties all over the place. That's been my binge watching lately. New Mexico is here. Happy to see you too. Yeah, so we've got some crazy weather coming in, right? It is starting to get white here. The ground is covered with a little tiny blanket of white. We're supposed to have 45-mile-an-hour winds tonight. Let's see, heavy snow expected, 4 to 6 inches, winds gusting up to 45 miles an hour. And it's probably going to be a snow day tomorrow, but there's no school, so what a waste. We love a good snow day here in Wisconsin, don't we? Oh, Sarah says she loves that show. I know, I've been just like kind of mesmerized by that show, Sarah. I usually watch On Patrol Live and Jail and all these trashy reality type shows. And so now I'm on a different kind of reality show that's not very trashy at all. Nancy says they're getting wind and ice. Yeah, it's going to get, I think, pretty vicious tonight. So no school tomorrow, wouldn't be anyways. And I have the babies tomorrow. At some point, Haley is meeting up with her best friend from high school, and they're going to spend the day together. So she asked if I could watch the kids, and I said, you bet I can. Love that. It's blowing in from South Dakota. It's about done. Dolores, how much snow did you get? Yeah, Judy says 1 snow day they won't have to make up. We don't care about making up snow days. We love them. Well, maybe the teachers probably do. Oh, thanks, Debbie. I have so much fun with those grandbabies. Andy stopped over today. It was nice to see her. Told her I'm going to have to do lunch with her again before she goes off to Iowa University. Is that the one that's in Iowa City? I think so. That's where she's going to be heading off to school in January. I told you guys she came home from North Dakota. It wasn't the right fit for her, the program. So she's all registered and ready to leave for Iowa University, I think it's called. So she's pretty excited about that. I'm excited for her. I hope this is the right fit. Oh, Cynthia says she is in West Virginia today. Okay, Cynthia, that's good. I'm glad to hear where you are, and you'll know why in a little bit. She says she left New York State with the car covered in ice and 22 degrees. It's 66 and sunshine in West Virginia. Good for you. That is awesome. It is 35 here in Menasha, Wisconsin, 33 now. And the snow is coming down on my screen on my phone, which is kind of cute, right? Oh, my nose feels like it might be running a little bit weird. Yeah, so I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. We had a really nice Christmas. We got up early, like I think I got up at 5:15 so I could take a shower and get myself ready for the big festivities. And we went over to Haley and Jared's house where the kids were still sleeping. And that's what we've done since Val was born. So this would be year number 5, I think. And we get to open presents with them. So it was really fun watching all their excitement. And Santa came and ate the cookies and drank the milk. And yeah, it was really funny. Dawson's big thing this year was he wanted a pet dinosaur, like a real one, a pet dinosaur. And he told me he wanted flowers. Really? Like flowers? Yep. So Santa brought him his pet dinosaur, and I got him an amaryllis plant that, you put the water in and it grows and it makes the big, beautiful flowers. So I'm excited for him to be able to see that grow. I thought that was perfect. I almost got him a flowering plant, but then I thought, this will be so much more fun. And Haley's like, well, I hope I can keep it alive. She's not that good with the plants. And let's see, they went and saw Santa, and Val was all about it, but Dawson was kind of starstruck. And so as he was sitting on Santa's lap and Santa said, "What do you want for Christmas?" He choked. He said, a teddy bear." No, 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 no. T-Rex dinosaur, a pet dinosaur. So he got a dinosaur that eats little dinosaurs, a T-Rex. So it was really cute. But Santa knew what he wanted. He knew that he choked on the teddy bear. And Val told him she wanted makeup, nails, and cash. And he said he doesn't give cash. So Granny gave her a little cash, which we promptly went to the mall and spent. When she got her ears pierced, what? Valerie got her ears pierced, and it was the cutest thing. She was all about it. When we were up deer hunting, she woke up one morning, snuggled in next to me, and she said, "I am ready to get my ears pierced." And we're like, okay. So we took her to get her ears pierced, and she said she almost cried, but didn't. She was very brave. And her little earrings are really cute. She got pink little rhinestones in the shape of a star, or in the shape of a flower, and she's pretty proud of them. So that was fun. I told her that when her mom was a baby, I got Haley's ears pierced when she was 1 because everybody kept calling her a boy. That was my first reason. And I thought, well, if she has earrings, they will stop doing that, which they didn't. Even though she's dressed in head to toe in pink, from head to toe in pink with earrings, still couldn't figure out what sex she was. But and the other thing is we were having a pretty rough day. She was very fussy and just really giving me a hard time. And I thought, well, you're already cranky. Let's go. So I took her, got her ears pierced. I know, I'm so mean. But anyways, it went no big deal. She didn't even cry. So yeah, Holly says people did that with her daughter too. I know, right? Dolores says she's braver than me. Yeah, she's a brave girl. She's a brave girl. So that was really exciting. We got that done. What else happened? We had Haley and Jared and Val and Dawson over for Christmas dinner, which was very different this year for many reasons, as you guys well know. But Haley is not into a traditional Christmas meal. It's like nothing, it does nothing for her. So this year we had steak and shrimp scampi and baked potatoes and corn, the corn that we froze that we made when we were at my mom's house this last fall, late summer. So, and it was very good, but I really did miss the turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and the gravy and all the things. We always have Thanksgiving dinner for Christmas. That's what we've always done at my mom's house. So, and my sister went over to her daughter's house. Emma, my niece, she got married this last summer, and her husband hosted Christmas dinner at their new house. So they had a great time. I saw lots of pictures. So everybody enjoyed all their own festivities. And Yeah, we're out of cookies pretty much. Steve and I, we ate all the cookies. Yeah, that's what we feel like. But don't worry, because I have another double batch of cutout cookie dough in the refrigerator, and I will be making more. I still didn't get my caramels made, and I should really make some more toffee because we ran out of that right away. Even though I put way too much butter in it, like double butter. You guys remember that story? Double butter. We ate all of it. So yeah. Oh, Ashley's on here. Wendy, Ashley, your daughter is on here. Oh, and Deborah says they do finger foods for the Christmas meal. And Cynthia had Chinese. I like Chinese. But no, Haley would never eat that. She doesn't eat that. Would I share my toffee recipe? Tanya wants to know that. I can probably wrangle it up. Let me find my pencil. Tanya wants, okay, toffee recipe. Hang on. Toffee recipe. I'll see if I can get it on my blog post for the projects tonight. And you guys might notice, did anybody notice the bangs? They're growing. They still look pretty stupid. But they're growing. Should I show them to you? They don't look too terrible with a crown on. Oh, look at that, you guys. Yeah. So, bangs are growing. I need to get them thinned. We won't make that mistake again. But anyways, I just do this and they look okay, right? They're not great, but Gwen got her caramels done. Yeah. Ruth had Mexican. I love me some Mexican too, Ruth. I love the Mexican and the margaritas. Yes, my bangs are looking pretty decent, right? They're getting there. I say about one more month and I should be good to go. Boy, that was a big mistake. Big mistake. That was pretty, it was a little traumatic too. I'm not going to lie. And somebody asked me last week and I missed the question. How was my dentist appointment? It was awesome. I got a new tooth right there. This one is temporary, but it's coming. So they replaced that tooth that was turning dark because it had been root canaled years ago. I didn't know. I knew that if you got a root canal and didn't get it crowned, that your tooth gets brittle because, it's dead. But I didn't know that it got dark. So that's something to keep in mind for the future, that if I do get a root canal, I should just really get it crowned right away. Right? Yeah. So anyways, I'm this many years old when I learned that. I think that I've always gotten all of my root canal teeth crowned. So that's why I never knew that before. But anyways, Nancy had to have a tooth pulled. I'm sorry, Nancy. I had to have a tooth pulled a few years ago, and then I got a bridge. I got 3 teeth to replace that one molar, and it's because it cracked. Hi, Sandy. My Aunt Sandy is on here. Thank you so much. Love you too. Merry Christmas. And so don't forget, I want to wish you guys all a very happy new year, because that's coming too, right? Patricia says her dad always said that there's no such thing as a bad haircut. It always grows back. He just didn't understand a woman's view on that. You're right, Patricia, because my hairstylist actually, well, she tells me she loves me. I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm pretty okay. But yeah, because I'm so easy. She'll be like, what do you want to do today? I'm like, I don't know, whatever you think. She's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, we're going to take some off the bottom. Yep. How much do you want off? Whatever you think. She laughed at my bangs when I went this last time. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wendy says, whoa, you didn't crown a root canal tooth? No, I don't know why, because all my other root canal teeth have been crowned. So I'm not sure why that wasn't recommended, because I've always done it. I didn't really think about it. Probably because I really despise going to the dentist. Like, it gives me a lot of stress because, first of all, Novocaine doesn't work right on me. I have to get many, 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 many Novocaine shots, and then they have to go away for at least 30 minutes because it doesn't kick in right. So maybe I've always had like the dentist is a whole thing for me. Dodie says she was sitting on the couch and her grandson was laying on his lap. I think it's laying. I opened my mouth to say something and he jumped up and said, "Grandma, you have a gold tooth." Wow, how ritzy are you, Dodie? Oh my gosh. And Pamela has her stylist comes to her house. Wow, very nice. That's kind of ritzy. All right, so as far as things happening at Stampin' Up, not much. I think every Tuesday they give us a weekly update message on the website, and that's where we go to learn what's happening and what's starting and all the things. This last Tuesday, it just said, "Wishing you a Merry Christmas. We don't have anything to report." Like that never happens. So there's not much going on there. We do have the new mini catalog starting on January 6th, which is, a ways away yet. Where's my calendar? Let me bring in my new calendar, which I love. But it's not January yet, right? So it is Sunday the 28th, and we have one more Sunday, and then the catalog starts on Tuesday. So January 6th, along with our new online exclusives. So those will be starting the same day that the mini catalog starts. What else? John report. John's daughter was here. I think she lives like about 3 hours away. She was here with her husband and 5 children, 5 kids. Holy cannoli. I said to Steve, he told me because I didn't know. He knows all the things in the neighborhood. Like on Christmas Day, there was a whole bunch of cars. People were having parties, and Steve's like, "There's a lot of unauthorized cars out there on the street. I might have to go give tickets." Whatever. Oh my gosh. Oh, Diane says her and Chris made a calendar tower and they love it. Yeah, in case you guys missed last week, this is my calendar tower. This is my old one. And you guys will often see me throughout the year where I'm like saying, when I talk about dates, I'll look over here or I'll point and I'm like, "Oh, what is the date?" That's because my tower always sits over there. So this is my new one. And I absolutely love it. If you missed me last Sunday, which was, hang on, let me grab the old tower, December 21st, you can go to my blog at www.astampabove.com and you will find how to make this tower. There's even a link there for you to print out the mini calendar. And I show you how to cut it up and put it on here. But I've had this one for like 5 years at least. Yeah, it was from 2020. So for 5 years. And I just would add a new calendar over top of these calendars. I would just peel these off and add a new one or just stick it right over top. So this is my new calendar. Where was I before I went off on that little tangent? Anyways, you can find it on the 21st on my blog. It'll tell you. I got to get back to January here. Oh, I just love those pretty flowers, right? With that gold. Ooh. That just reminds me of a little song. You know the song, Boots with the Fur. Valerie, I should have taken a picture of her in her cute little boots. I found her some little boots that had, like, her boots are only like this big, right? This much fur on the top of them with little strings with little furry balls that bounce around when she walks. So now every time we see her, she's worn them every day since Christmas. Every time we see, we have to sing the Boots with the Fur. So cute. Luba said she made 12 of the calendar towers. Good for you, Luba. That's awesome. They make a great gift. They really do. Okay. Sarah says, "Thank you, everyone who sent thinking of you cards. Greatly appreciated." You are welcome, Sarah. I have an entire stack of Post-it notes here. And I mean, like, this is only like 3 of them, but a whole stack of Get Well cards and sympathy cards that I need to get out. I was waiting to get more made because I ran out. So Anyways, yeah, my John report, yeah. So his daughter and 5 kids came to visit, and I said, oh, that's where I was when I went to the calendar squirrel. And I said to Steve, I said, wow, that must be a lot for them. And he goes, well, their grandson is over all the time. Like, why would that be a lot? I'm like, Steve, it's 5 kids that don't leave. He goes, oh, yeah, I suppose. We love our grandbabies, but that's a lot. 5 kids. Anyways, I just want to let you guys know there's some weird things that are coming up with Facebook. We've been notified that Facebook is only going to let us have or post 2 outside links per week or something, or maybe it's per month. I don't even remember. Oh, per month, 2, not 4, 2 links per month. And those changes are coming up pretty soon. And what that means is links that take people that are on Facebook outside of the Facebook Instagram platform. So like every week on Facebook, I post that I'm going to be live and here's the link to YouTube for my live for that night. I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. So what I really recommend you guys do is subscribe to my channel because it's going to tell you that I will it's going to tell you when I'm live. So every time I create a live video link, it's going to notify you on your devices if you're subscribed to me that Kelly's going to be live tonight. I think that's how it works. So that's going to be happening soon. I don't know when. I don't know what the date was, but they're always messing with us, right? I have a very love-hate relationship. I don't even know if that makes sense with Facebook. So Dodie wants to have a backstory on John. So Dodie, I will give you a brief backstory. Back when COVID started, there were a lot of funny things that happened in our household. And one of the things were while we were locked in the house, kind of climbing the walls, my husband started reporting on John. And it started out with, he looked out the window and he's like, John got a new rider. I'm like, what? And so from then on out, he just kept reporting on anything that John was doing. John is our next door neighbor. John has absolutely no idea what a superstar he is on my platform. So ever since then, I give a John report every week. Steve talks to John. They're not good friends. We barely know these people. We've lived in this house for 20 plus years. And we barely know these people, but John lives next door with his wife. Their kids are all grown and gone now. And that's where the John report comes from. So it's just this completely ridiculous, silly thing that I've been doing since COVID started. So there you go. Renee wants to know, where can we subscribe? I don't know how it works with a live video, but if you watch any of my not live videos, right down in the bottom right corner is a subscribe right on the screen, and you just click that and subscribe to my channel. Now, if that's not on a live video, my live video, you can go to my channel and you just go to YouTube and do a search for Kelly Atchison. There's going to be videos that come up. Click on one of them and you should see a subscribe button right under whatever video you click on. John does not follow me that I am aware of. I think John has no clue what happens in the upstairs of this house right next door to him. No clue. I don't think John's very techie. I have never seen an account for him or his wife on Facebook. So, yeah. And Terry says, you were on every day during COVID, and I did need material to talk about. So John became quite the subject. And again, he has no idea what a big deal he is on my platform. So it's just kind of a funny little thing. And then it caught on and people are just like, give us a John report. So now I keep you informed on what's happening with John. Yeah. So anyways, right under this video is a whole bunch of information. And our new product launch party is the link to join. That new product launch party is under there. It's only $18. We are going to be giving you 2 weeks of amazing content using the new products that are coming out in January. So we've got our new mini catalog and we've got new online exclusives that are going live on January 6th. I encourage you to join the launch party. It is a minimal amount of money for the amazing content that you're going to get out of this. It is hosted on a private Facebook group. There are make and take packets that will be available soon, where you get a whole kit in the mail with products in it. There's ribbon, embellishments, designer paper, and pre-cut cardstock for 9 different cards. We're also going to be playing bingo. If you would like to play bingo and have the opportunity to win bingo prizes, which are all stamping related, you need the make and take packet. And again, that is not up yet, but that link will be coming out on my blog. I'll send it out in my newsletter. There's also a link under this video to sign up for my newsletter. Almost every single newsletter that I send out, which is not, I don't send out a gazillion newsletters, okay? But almost every single one has a card idea in it with pictures, dimensions, ingredient list, and brief instructions. So there's a lot of value in my newsletters if you don't care about all the rest of the content, which is usually promotions, sales that are coming up, if we have free shipping, online classes. I try to keep you informed about all those things. So even if you're not interested in any of the rest of it, there's a card in there with a picture and dimensions. Dimensions are key for me because that just makes it so easy to reproduce. So Loretta says, Kelly, you helped so many of us get through COVID with your daily videos. Thank you so much. It was really a lot of fun to be able to do daily videos. I started off COVID with, I'm going to do a video every single day until we are not locked in our houses anymore. And I think at video number 45, I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. And then I said, okay, we're going to start taking some breaks in between days, right? Diane says, could you remind me of the date for the online class in January? Are you talking about the launch party? Is that what you're talking about, Diane? The launch starts on January 6th or 7th with a live meet and greet. And I think that may be what you're talking about. Terry says, do the card recipes not get published until the caddy is live? That is correct. I'm pretty sure that is how that works, Terry. So Stampin' Up! Gives us a whole recipe list for everything that's in the catalog. Oh, thank you, Joe. These earrings are super, super old. My sister gave me these with a necklace like 20 years ago, and I'm still wearing them. So what a great choice for me. Yeah. Okay. So the launch link is underneath this video. I did a video last week, Friday, just on Friday. I'll show those to you when I turn the camera around. And there's a link under this video for that. And then also there's a link under this video to the cards that we're about to make tonight. They will be posted on my blog at, let me find my banners. Here is my, here it is. Ready? There it is. And I'm going to see, hang on, I'm going to put it back up. We've got new timers on here now, but I don't know exactly how to make them work because it's tricky. Anyways, that's my blog address. Go there and subscribe to it. Every time I add something new to that, it will send you an email and you'll get it right in your email inbox. But there's my blog address at the bottom of the screen. And the blog post will be there about an hour and a half after we're done tonight. Whoops, what just happened? Oh, and if you need to email me, there's my email address. I don't know why that went on, but okay. I pushed the wrong button. That's why. Okay, Diane says, I'm talking about the one where we bought the pack for $49. Is that part of the launch party? I don't think so, Diane. But if you're talking about the Petals of Beauty, is that the class that you bought? Those are usually $49. And if you got the PDF, the links for the videos are in the PDF. They're always in with the PDF. And we have videos for just about everything we do, Dina Barb and I. So, yeah, let me know if that's not what you're talking about. I want to make sure that I answer. Bonnie says the next launch party is January 6th through the 21st. Okay, so we're probably, hang on, I'm working between two calendars now because, December and January, which is always very confusing. Oh, yeah, our meet and greet for the launch is on the 6th. That'll be at 6 p.m. Central Time. Those are a lot of fun. We tell you how to navigate the private Facebook group. We give you a rundown of that. We get to know you a little bit. You can ask us questions. We tell you all about the party. And that usually takes place on our Stamp Happy Academy Facebook page. So watch for that. But before I forget, I mentioned to you guys this crazy sweater. This is a sweatshirt that Marlene Murphy sent me, and I found out that she made it. This is going to definitely win some contests next year, right? And Haley said she already wants to borrow it. But check this out. She made this. It's got little stockings hanging from the sleeves. This is a fireplace with the elf on a shelf sitting on the fireplace. And then this is where your little stockings would hang by the fireplace. This is not hysterical. Oh my gosh, Marlene, I had to show everybody. How fun is that? I cannot wait to wear that. It's going to be a hoot. Okay, I think we're ready. Do you guys have any more questions for me? I think we are ready to get started. Yeah, I think I've got everything here. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Oh, look, my hair is getting just a little bit stupid. That's better. Please don't forget to give me a click on that like button. Give me a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. And that helps me out in all of the crazy stuff. Hi, Joe. With the analytics, with, all the things. Anyways, I'm going to switch my glasses so that, these are really dirty. Don't look at them. Switch my glasses so I can see what I'm doing over here where we are going to go right now. Hang tight. Oops. What did I just do? Hang on. There, I did it. Yay. Okay. Okay, there we go. I just want to make sure my camera is straight. This is the cards that I did on Friday. Again, you're going to find these on my blog. Let me get rid of that. That blog post is still going across. There we go. Okay. This is using embossing paste with masks. I use the masks that come with the snowflake set from Stampin' Up, and also made my own mask or stencil with dyes. So you could do either one, but can you guys see the glimmer? This is the glimmer embossing paste. These were the cards that I made for the Totally Techniques design team blog hop, where we all used embossing paste. And there's several different ways and things to do with embossing paste, but I made the same card in 3 different colors. This is Lemon Lime Twist. This is Misty Moonlight. And this is Petunia Pop. Which one is your favorite, guys? Which one do you like the best? Wow, right? This looks yellow in my camera. Does it look yellow on your end? It's really lemon lime twist. It's green. It looks yellow, which is kind of weird. But anyways, these are embossing paste. Let me know which one is your favorite. I always love to know that. But you will find a video tutorial and some great tips on how I did this on my blog from Friday. So super fun there. Now we have, I forgot to do prizes. I mean, I didn't forget to do them, but I always do those. Oh, look at blue, Misty Moonlight, blue. I know blue is such a traditional color. Oh, Diana, we've got one lemon lime twist. I kind of like the lemon lime twist too. And I love the pink. I loved all of them. Blue, Petunia Pop, Misty Moonlight. Oh, gosh, you guys are killing me here. Okay, I'm going to go back to right here because I have to give prizes away, you guys. So where did my little list go? When you leave a comment, you get entered in a drawing to win a prize. And next week, I'll be on again on Sunday night with a live video class. So make sure you leave a comment tonight so you can get entered for that next time. And from my comments last week, guess who's going to win these? I love these. I love these sequins. Cynthia Wadasek. Cynthia, I know you're on here. Yay! Now, can you email me and let me know your address? Because I have you in West Virginia and I also have you in New York. So I need you to email me. Don't put your address on here because I probably will miss it. But if you could pop me an email and let me know what your address is, and I am going to put that, hang on, email address up here right now. That is my email address. Cynthia, if you could email me, that would be awesome. Kelly@astampabove.com with your address so I can get these in the mail to you. And congratulations. Yay, Cynthia. I see you're on here and you heard that. Next up, check these out. I have the Celebrate Love Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. And this is from my last mini catalog. These are so cool for the love and Valentine cards. That's coming up quick. For sharing. No. Yes. Sorry. I confused myself. For sharing my video last time. Julie Grassel, I know you're on here tonight too. And Julie, I have you in Grand Forks, North Dakota. These are on their way to you. Yay! Now, Julie won these because she shared my video. So whether you're out on Facebook or on YouTube, whether you're watching live or on the replay, there's a share button. And if you can just click that and share my video, it'll ask you where you want to share it. Facebook is a great place, Instagram, all the good places. I so appreciate that. And you'll get entered in another drawing. And you're welcome, Julie. I see you're still on here. Next up, for placing an order with me in last week, I have the corner bouquet, which was donated to us. And I forgot to write down who donated it. I'll try and figure that out before we're done here. This is going out to Pamela Martin of Spartan, Tennessee. Pamela, I do have your address, so congratulations. This will be on its way to you. And again, that is for placing an order in the last week. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to everybody who gives me a thumbs up, shares that video, places orders. You know, I appreciate you so much. All right. Now we're ready. Now I'm ready to go to the next camera. There we are. Okay, you guys can hear me, right? First things first. Whoops, I'm dropping things already. I have some fabulous cards for you tonight. And let me move these back out of the way because I have something really big to share with you. I have had so many people ask me if I was going to be making any projects with the Advent calendar, the 12-day Advent calendar. And I've been talking about this and showing it to you guys in a picture. And let me see. Whoops, no, that's not right. Media assets. Let me bring in that Advent calendar. Oh, you know what? I don't have it in here anymore. But let me see if I can add it quick. Advent. Hang on. ADV. Oops. Let me see if I can spell. ENT. Advent calendar. There we go. Okay, here it comes. I'm going to pop that up on the screen. This kind of shows the whole picture. This was a gift idea, which is a fantastic gift idea, but it's still available in the store. And I didn't want to spoil anybody's surprise because like most Advent calendars, we have 12 different windows to open. So I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who was opening it up leading up to Christmas. But I'm figuring Christmas is over now, and I am going to show everybody what's in here. So if you do not want to see, you're going to need to walk away for a minute or just shut your picture off on your screen. But here we go. So we have in this advent calendar, this is $99. And what you get here is like a whole suite of products. First off, oh, that was number 2. Here's number 1. We'll go in order. Number 1 are these really fun little embellishments. These are great to put into embellish cards or to use for shakers. Super, super cute. Then where's number 1, number 2? This is number 2. We have beautiful 6x6 designer series paper. And this is only one-sided. Let me see if I can do this. Beautiful, gorgeous, pretty patterns. All these flowers. Look at how pretty that is. And you get 2 sheets of each, 6x6. So great color coordination. Push this one down. Look how pretty that is. See if we can get this last one in here. Oh, there might be, oh, there's more. Oh, wait, there's more. Look at how pretty this is. All this beautiful 6x6 paper. We're going to be using that. We're also, come to think of it, going to use these embellishments. We're going to make a card with this. That was number 2. Number 3 are some more embellishments. These are super, super pretty. And you just use like a dot of glue to adhere these. Number 4 are all these great little labels. How many of you got this? I know there were several ordered through my online store. Look at all these labels. Very, very fun. Whole bunch of different labels with the gold foil trim. I'm going to get these back in here. I don't want to destroy anything. We'll put them back in there. Number 5 is a little stencil brush and some stencils. Somebody asked me to call these stencils instead of masks because it was confusing. Well, stenciling is masking. So either way, they're both do the same thing. And the little brush in here, so you can, dabble with that a little bit. These flowers match the stamp set, which I'll show you in just a second. Number 6, this was so much fun to open too. Look at, we got these puffy stickers. There's 2 sheets of puffy stickers. These weigh like next to nothing, but they're definitely puffy. Number 7. Oh, Sharon says she got it. Sue opened hers on Christmas. Joy got one. Yes. We have all these little postage stamp edged dies. Look at all these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 or 6 dies here. I'm just going to set those back in here. I'll put these back in the bag later. Number 8. Ooh, baker's twine. We've got striped baker's twine. Super fun. We're going to use that. Number 9. Oh, this was really fun. I was going through these earlier. So not only do we have, grab this out of here. I found a set of cherries on the floor. So let me throw these out here because these are really cool. I was quite impressed with these. Get this little cherry out here. Just want you guys to see all the different goodies that are in some of these packets. It's just kind of crazy to have this kind of a variety. Strawberry, cupcake, bows, flowers, leaf sprigs. Look at this cute little bird. So cute. Hearts, tags. Look at all of that. All of that. Plus all these little cards. And I think these are 3x4 cards. They're all double-sided. How pretty they are. for you to be able to mix and match. I love this oval. Here's another oval. And it all kind of matches, coordinates with the 6x6 paper. Wish you were here. More pretty. Look at this one. Thought that was really pretty. And this one. So all of this, now let's see. The thing about getting all these out is the putting of them all back. Because that's kind of a trick, right? Let's see if I can do this quickly. Otherwise, I'll just push them off to the side and keep moving here. How about this? This is what I did before. Oh, look at that. Yes. I'm a professional paper handler. So this was number 9. Okay, where's number 10? Do you guys see 10? Right here, number 10. Oh, look at this. There's a whole set of dies. We have 3 different flowers. We have this cute little rainbow with a little postage stamp. So it die cuts all of that. Butterfly and 2 different leaf sprigs. So quite the little set of dies here. We're going to use those also. Oops. I'll leave this out. Okay, that was number 10. That was number, oh, yep, that was number 10. I've got some cut in here too from playing around. Number 11. Oh, look at this. Some glitter glue. Fun. I haven't used that in a long time. And number 12. I haven't even opened this up yet. Maybe. Oh, look at, I didn't even realize there was some paper under here. Let's bring this back in here. Oh, look at that. This is embossed. Embossed layers. So there's 1, 2, 3 of the floral. And then look at these cute little flowers. 3 sheets of those. And then we have these laser cut labels. Oh, hang on. I want to be gentle with these because I can see that they need. There we go. Oh my goodness. We've got circles. Oh, I wondered where some of these little wreath things were coming from. Look at that. Oh my gosh. These are so delicate. I love them. This one. Some leaf sprigs. Some smaller leaf sprigs. Wow. There's a lot of fun in here. Now, do you think I can get this back in here? Oh, look at me. Not my first day. Oh, maybe it is. Don't get too cocky, Kelly, right? Ah. Okay, so that was fun. And that was, I'm going to just set this in here, number 12. Okay, so look at all that goodness. But wait, there's more. This actually has 2 stamp sets. It's got all of these images down here in one set and then all of these little words. And they're actually bigger than they look on the cover. Look at those. A whole set of words. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different sentiments, and then all of these little elements. And I've got some of them mounted here. So you get basically 2 stamp sets and all of the 12 other things that I just showed you. So let's get to work. Now I'll bring in all my goodies. I am using Pretty in Pink, Misty Moonlight, and Crushed Curry for my ink pads. I brought in the lid of one of our embellishment lids to pour some of these in here. So I'm going to embellish my card with these. But I needed to get them out so I could see what was going on here. Because look at all these little goodies. Oh, that's a little bow. Look at that little bow. Isn't that so cute? But we've got all kinds of gold flowers and little stars, iridescent stars and circles, and oh my gosh, so many different things in there. We're going to be using the dies and the paper. So here's what I made. Now we're going to make a card. Let me get my one dimension that I have to tell you. And then I'll also show you where this, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to slam that, where this idea came from, because it came from someplace. And I tell you guys all the time that I get so many good ideas from the cards that you send me. And yes, Babette just said you can still order this. Yes, you can. You can still order the 12 Days of Advent calendar. And all you have to do is go into my online store, type in the little search blank with the magnifying glass, Advent, Advent, and this whole thing will pop right up. And everything I just showed you, everything in this box, including this double stamp set, comes with it. The whole works. $99. Okay, I've got a basic white envelope. Then my card base is Misty Moonlight. Let me see if I can handle my cardstock here. 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And all of the dimensions for the projects that I'm making tonight will be featured on my blog about an hour and a half or so after we're done, with photos and complete ingredient lists. The color of inks that I use, the color of cardstock, the measurements, all the things will be there for you. Okay, then I have a basic white 4 by 5 1/4. I used some of the Advent Calendar Designer Series paper. I hope you can see the pattern on this. This is basic beige with a leaf print on it. 4 by 5 1/4. I've got a 1/2 inch strip of the designer paper here. And then I took the pretty designer paper. I'm going to show you which ones I used. I used this one. You can see it's got some watercolory splashes in it. And this one. And you get 2 sheets of each one of these prints. So I cut these into 1 1/4 inch squares. So I've got 4 squares of the floral, 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and 2 squares of this pretty pink, the watercolor pink. What I'm going to do here, this is a great layout card, and don't let me forget to share with you where I got my idea from for this. So there's 2 there's 2 flowers in the stamp set. I'm going to use the smaller one on the pink. So I'm going to do Pretty in Pink ink on the 1 1/4 inch square. So I've got tone on tone there. I'm just going to do the same thing here. Stamp that right on my square. And then I'm going to come in with the little circle for the center, and I'm going to stamp that with Pretty in Pink also. So it's just kind of very subtle, I guess you could say, right? Okay, then we need our scraps. I have a basic white scrap here. I'm just going to set these all aside, 6 squares. And I am going to stamp the big flower in Pretty in Pink. Okay. And I'm also going to stamp the crushed curry with the bigger center here in the middle of my flower. And we have our envelope. And as long as I'm stamping, I'm just going to get all the stamping done here. So here's our envelope. And I think what I want to do here is stamp some butterflies. So there's a big butterfly. I'm going to stamp that in Pretty in Pink. And I'm going to do that a couple different times, maybe just twice. And then we have our butterfly body. Let's see if I can get this right in the middle. Oh, I did pretty darn good. I'll hold it up for you in just a second. All right. Yay me. See what I did there? Yeah. There's going to be a little bit more stamping right on this layer, but we're going to have to wait for that. I don't want to jinx myself here. I did pretty good so far. Okay, so hang on. I'm looking at comments here. Wendy must have asked a question. I believe it came in an email. I will look when the live is done if you didn't find it. Wendy, are you asking about, I forgot to mention that does anyone from our team have the link to register for the mini catalog launch party? Okay, I forgot to say that, so thank you. I'm glad you guys are talking about it. If you are a member of my team, you get the mini catalog launch party. You can register it for free. Register for it for free. And that link is in our team newsletter. It's been in there for the last several weeks. So just find our team newsletter. I send it out every Wednesday morning. You get it via email. And the subject line is team newsletter or team news. Okay, so we're going to die cut this. We're also going to take, so I'm glad you're asking, Wendy, because that reminded me to tell everybody, if you're on my team, and I know there's a lot of team members watching tonight, that you get the launch party. You don't have to pay to be in the launch party. Okay, so this is Old Olive. I put this little flower on there. And then this is a little butterfly. So I'm going to put that on the pretty in pink. And we're going to die cut all of these. Get this back in here before I have an accident. Because guess what? I've already lost my little butterfly. So let me see. Oh, you guys, I vacuumed today. So now I feel the need to pick up all the bits and pieces. But look what I just found. My little butterfly. So what we're going to do with this, which is a flower, is we're just going to cut it apart and we're going to make it leaves. I want it to be leaves. So that's what I'm going to do with it. And you can do whatever you want with these. So we can have a whole bunch of different leaves. So now what we're going to do, we're going to set all these little pieces aside and we're going to do a dry fit on our card. So I'm going to take 1 1/4 inch squares and I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to take one of the pink ones and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to take another printed one, put it right there. Hang on a second. There we go. And then another pink one, and put it right there. Right now I'm just dry fitting to see where this is all going to fit in here. Now I already made one of these cards, so I'm pretty confident in my placement, but I still need to do the dry fit. And then this one's going to go right here. Okay, so this is what those squares are going to look like. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a sentiment right down here in the bottom corner. And I decided to make this a birthday card. So I got the birthday wishes from the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. We've got this birthday wishes right here. And I'm going to mask this because I just want the birthdays part. Birthday, not birthdays, birthday. So I'm masking off the wishes. I'm going to ink that up in my Misty Moonlight ink. And I'm going to take off my tape. How did I do? I think I did pretty good. So we're going to do birthday. Oh, it's always kind of stressful when you're stamping right on your designer paper, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, I've cleaned that. I'm going to stamp to get any residue off my stamp on a scrap here. And now I am going to cover up my birthday. And the reason why I'm doing this is because this is a long sentiment and I need it to be shorter. Oh, let me move this over just a little bit. I don't need to get that crazy with my tape. So now I'm going to mask off. And see, that's where that mask word comes from. Stencil, mask. You're kind of doing the same thing. You're masking off a piece. And then I'm going to ink up the wishes. And I'm going to get my head in here good so I can see what I'm doing. I feel really good about that. Okay, and as long as we're there, now I'm going to bring my inside in. And I'm going to add this. Hang on, my crown keeps falling down. I'm going to add my little piece right over here. Make sure if you're using flowers that have a right side up, you're paying close attention to that. Now, I wanted an inside sentiment, so I brought in the right words. And mine says, to someone worth celebrating every single day. Anybody I send a birthday card to is in my life is definitely worth celebrating every single day. So I'm going to stamp this right here with the Misty Moonlight. That turned out great. It looks straight. I'm happy with that. So now I can add my designer paper. Maybe. There it comes. I'm going to leave just a little bit of white over there. Does my hair right here bother anybody? It's really bothering me. Like, oh my gosh, there's a hair out there. Sometimes I feel like a shedding dog. Okay. I wish my hair would concentrate more on growing my bangs than shedding out my long hairs. What do you think of that? Kathy says this looks like fun. I wish I would have ordered it. You can still order it if you really like it. Okay, Wendy found the link. Yay! Okay. Here we go. We're going to put this on the inside. Oh, I just love these pretty colors together. I don't know if I would have put Misty Moonlight with Pretty in Pink, but gosh, it really looks pretty, right? That's why they call it Pretty in Pink. Okay, now I'm going to glue these down. And then we're going to fill in that little corner up there. So here we go. I'm going to start with this one down here. And all you have to do is make sure that you're giving it a really little border on the two sides. We've got the left and the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to glue this one in. And again, this is just a fun layout. This is a great way to use up scraps in your designer series paper packs. And then it's always fun to pick out the coordinating colors. Okay. So I put some glue on there. I got glue on both of these so I can move them quickly. I'm going to do this. That, and I'm going to bring this one in and see if I need to adjust anything around. And I think I do just a little bit. I need to move this one over, and that's why I wanted to have the glue on both of those. I'm going to center that just like that. So we have equal borders in the middle. And now we're going to make sure that this looks good. And it does. I'm going to put this one in first. Once you make one of these, then you will have a good handle on where your borders should be, like how far away. But it really is a fun card to make. Okay, look at that, right? Okay, the other thing I need to do is my little butterfly. I want my little butterfly to go right in here, but I would also like it to have some antennae. We'll or as I like to call them, antennas. Do you say antennas or antennae? I don't know. You know, I'm all about pronouncing things the way I want. So I've got my little body in there, and it's just going to have some little antennas sticking out the top there. It's those little tiny elements that really make a big difference. And then we're going to bring in this flower. I think I'm going to position it right here. Remember, we've got all these leaves over here that I made. So I'm going to just got in with the shopping and it is getting hot. What does that mean? What does that mean? Bonnie ordered the advent calendar for herself and even wrapped it nicely with a beautiful bow and ribbon and tag on it, placed it under the tree, and opened it on Christmas Day. Yes! See, sometimes we just have to treat ourselves like that. I love that. I've been known to do that too. Steve ordered something for himself, and when it came, he didn't open it up. He said, here, wrap this and put it under the tree for me. Like, perfect. Okay. I'm going to set that little flower right there. Now I'm going to come in with my little leaves, and I'm going to decide where do I want them. I did not push my flower down really hard yet because I might want to move it. So I got just a tiny bit of glue there. I'm going to slide that right under there. Push that down. Then I'm going to go maybe right over here. Yep, I think I want my other leaves. Not really leaves. They were a flower, and I made them leaves. Not that there aren't leaves in there. There are. There's two different kinds of leaves, but I liked this better. And then I've got one left over. I could use it or not use it. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it right there because, why not? I don't feel like I've got too many leaves in here. Little dot. Push that down. Okay. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do is use my twine. Dolores says this looks like a really fun card to make. That's what I thought, Dolores. Okay, I'm going to use the blue and white here because I just think that contrast works a little better for me because the flower is pink, right? So I really like the blue and white contrast. So I'm going to bring in my little bow jig. If anybody who's still waiting for these, I still do not have a new order of these, so sorry. But there was a lot of 2025 chaos. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to double this up. So I've got two strands here. And tie my bow. Two of them. So Steve, I told you guys last week that we went to Costco and I shopped with wild abandon. Just was throwing things in the cart right and left. Well, one of the things that we found there was one of those super fast remote control cars that you use out on the street and it goes vroom, vroom by your house. The neighbor had one. I don't know whatever happened to it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but Steve saw one at Costco and he's like, gosh, I've always wanted one of those. I grabbed it and threw it in the cart. So that's what I got him for Christmas until we got up to the cash register and he actually paid for everything. And I was throwing it in there all this was on me. I threw a blanket in there. I grabbed pajamas for both the kids. I grabbed outfits for them. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So he bought himself that, which was fine. But, okay, I just put a mini glue dot in up here, and now I'm going to stick my knot in there. I know, I kind of do this backwards. Like that. There's your redneck term of the day. But I just want to stick that little bow up there. I like that these are kind of a little bit long. And they kind of bug me that they're both the same length. So I'm going to come in and hack off one of them there. And then I'll do this one a little bit like that. A little bit like that. There we go. That's just going to make me happier. I don't know why. I don't know why it matters. Here comes Now, I tried to put a layer under this, like a white layer I thought would be really cool, but then it really messed up my 1¼ inch squares. They didn't fit anymore, and so then I just abandoned that really cool idea, right? Okay, I know. Thank you so much, Lynn. What a fun card. Same with Dolores. I know. I can't wait to share with you where I got this idea. So here comes our little embellishments. Now, you guys know that for these kind of little embellishments, you need smaller mini glue dots. These are a little too big. You can see how big they are. Those are too big for these little tiny things. So if you've watched me, I make my own. You make little glue dots and you just plop little glue spots on here and you set these aside and let them dry. And when they dry, they shrink up like that. And then you can use them for tiny things. So I'm going to grab some of these iridescent. Now, I'm not using the ones that I just dotted out here. I'm using the ones that have been drying for a long time. And I am going to just dot some of these little fun sequins on here. And I'm just going to put these all over my card. They're going to add a little level of bling that is going to make me immensely happy. Just hang on here. Oh, that was really tiny. I don't know if that's super tiny one. There are so many different kinds of little embellishments in this pack. I love it. It's going to be great for shaker cards and doing this. Is that going the right way? No, that's going the wrong way. It's cupped the wrong way. Now, one thing you have to be really careful about is don't set anything on these glue dots even after they have dried, because they will stick to everything. Like I sat a stamp set on top of this sheet and all those stuck. All of them stuck to the back of the stamp set. Oh, I've got some weird things going on here. Hang on. What's happening? I think I have, oh, yep, I got another little, here we go. Oh, there was another one stuck to it. Okay. All right, I'm going to set this over where nothing will get set on top of it. Oh, look at all my little bling, bling, bling. What do you guys think of this? It is super fun, right? Okay, here's my little matching envelope. So I've got my envelope done. Now, I am going to share with you. Oh, first of all, I made up another one of these. I had to because I needed to know what I was doing, right? This one says miss you, and this is birthday. So the miss you also comes from the 12 Days of Crafting Advent. There's so many nice little sentiments in there. Healing hugs, thinking of you, always in my heart, proud of you, love you, for someone extra special, birthday wishes, and big thanks. So, and then on this one, I did not put any sentiment on the inside. This is just a miss you. And then this one is the birthday wishes to someone worth celebrating every single day. And then here's where I got the idea. Is Luann on here tonight? Luann, look at this. This was a card for a sympathy card that she sent me. And here is the layout. And of course, she used the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper, and she used a whole bunch of different patterns. And then the matching stamp set. But wow, right? Isn't that cool? So when I say that I get so many good ideas from the cards that you guys send me, this is what I'm talking about. Like so many good ideas. I'm going to try to get these back in here. I would take these embellishments and I would actually put them into one of my empty containers. Like the whole container and put the lid on it. That's what I would do with these little embellishments because that's going to be easier. They were packaged that way with the advent calendar. Okay, so let me, oops, I'm going to get my stamps cleaned off because I think I'm using this one again for sure for a birthday card, another birthday card. Okay, so there is just a tiny little sample, you guys, of the things that are in this advent calendar. And if you love a happy little gift, this definitely qualifies as a nice little gift because there are just so many different things in here. And when you go to the online store, you can see all the details about it. I don't know if it really tells what's in it because you don't want to spoil it, you know. That's why I didn't want to show it. I didn't want to be the spoiler of the surprises. So that was a really rough one for me. All right. Let's keep going here. Now, I have... Yep. Oh, goodness. I actually have 4 cards for tonight. Isn't that funny? How did I do that? Maybe not. I had a lot of fun today. It was really fun to sit down today and get back to things. Because, you know, with Christmas, everything gets a little crazy. So, you guys have seen me use the Petals of Beauty. I still have 1 kit left for our online class. That link to order that is under this video. So if you would like one, get yourself out there and order it right away because it's not going to last long. I am going to be using, let's see, where's my sample card here? I think that's what I've got. I am going to be using this bundle again, but it is not the whole show for this card tonight. So I am going to be bringing a brand new To Me bundle in here called Just a Note. And while this doesn't look that spectacular, these do. Oh my goodness. These little elements, I am heartbroken that this is the first time I have used this because I love these kind of things. So here are all the dies. You get the notebook edge and it cuts out the page here. So that's what this little die is. Okay. And you get paper clips, an Acco fastener. Who knows what these are? You get some little, like those little Post-it note, what do they call those, you guys? Little Post-it note pointers. I've got some right here. Page markers or whatever. That's what these are. Got some little arrows. There's a star and a heart. And then this is a heart-shaped paper clip. And then the binder on a clipboard right here. So many cool little things in here. And so as I was looking through what else was I going to make tonight, I remembered that I had this. And I went, oh, I need to use this because these are so fun. So I made a really pretty card with this. And I am really excited to share it with you. And again, this is called Just a Note. It comes with some sentiments in here. You've got this, best ever, just a note, happy back to school. Great for teachers or kids or grandkids. There's a little star, you know, like how you get a star on your paper and a plus, and then these lines. So that's what's happening there. I'm also bringing in the Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. We are going to use the Brushed with Beauty Designer Series paper, one of my favorites. And then I got the Early Espresso and Old Olive Linen Thread. Don't know if I'm going to use that or regular linen thread, but we'll figure it out. And here comes my stamp set. Okay, this is a really fun one. I'm excited about this one. So let's see, I don't think I have any dimensions for this. I do need my scissors over here though. Okay. Here we go. Let me get this out of the way. See if I have any questions. Shannon says she has this. Just a note, she hasn't used it yet. Well, get ready. Because, who else has it? Tanya has it. You're going to love this. Like, I can hardly stop playing with it. Not even kidding. I have this is a very vanilla envelope. We don't sell those anymore, but I'm sure a lot of you have them, right? I still have a pack of them because I'm using early espresso and very vanilla. So my card base, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then I've got my inside 4 by 5 1/4. I've got a 3/4 inch piece of that beautiful brushed with beauty designer paper, as well as a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece. So I've got both of those. And then I have scraps, petaled pink, crumb cake, very vanilla, calypso coral, gold foil. Okay, let's get this figured out here. Oh, fun. I did not make this yet. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take my 3/4 inch strip. Who said? Babette says she has it. Linda said it's not a SU stamp. Not sure which one you're talking about there, Linda. But this is an SU stamp. I think you might be referring to something else. We're going to put this right down here. You leave a little margin at the bottom here because I just like to do that. Is that straight? Now it is. Okay, let's get this done. All right. Okay, this is going to go on the inside. And this is going to be just an all occasion, put a note and a card. It's not any type of card. It's not a get well, it's not a happy birthday, but it can be any of those things if you want it to be. We're going to put this right on the front, and my flowers are directional. I want my little sprigs of leaves to go up, so we're going to do that. Gosh, I just love these florals. They're so pretty. Okay. And then all the rest of these are scraps. So we're done with that part. We are going to need to do a little stamping on our envelope and our scraps. So I've got my petal pink out here. And I am going to take that big solid floral from the Petals of Beauty. And I'm going to put that right here on my envelope. And then we're going to add, let's see, I need one of these scraps to be big enough for this. We're going to keep that for that one. We're going to put our flower on here. These are just vanilla scraps. There we go. And then we've got our center here. Early espresso. Oh, that turned out great. You know what? I don't have one of my stamps out here. Hang on. I'm going to do these little flowers right here too. And where did that large flower go? Right here. I'm going to ink these up. See how lazy I'm being? I'm not even getting another block out. There we go. That'll work just fine. And then we need, hang on. I have to put the center on my envelope too. Okay, that turned out great. Then, I don't know why I have this. That's some kind of a mystery to me, but whatever. Here comes our vanilla. We're going to take the one that has all the lines on it from Just a Note. That's why the stamp set is really nice, because it has this one with the lines. And the Just a Note. Stamp that. That was with Early Espresso. Then we're going to hold our breath while I get the Just a Note in here. Oh, good grief. I'm telling you guys, it's my night. Okay. Now we're going to die cut this, and it goes on here just like that. We're going to bring in our dies for the flowers. Oh, I know why I have the crumb cake here. We're going to die cut this little bulby leaf thing on there. We are going to do this one right on here. We are going to, hang on a second. Oh, here's my other one. We're going to do this one right on here. Okay, we got that done. I brought out my, oh, this is called the Deep Tone Stampin' Blend. And I'm just going to put little dots in the center of those tiny flowers with that. Any brown marker will work for that. Okay, we're going to die cut all of these. We're also going to take the gold foil and we're going to die cut. I need one paper clip. Okay, so one paper clip, but it cuts out two at a time. And then this little deal, your clipboard, the Calypso Coral, I want one of these little arrows. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, hang on. Get all our little pieces in here. Here they come. Oh. Okay, now we have all these little elements to play with our card. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take this, and I'm going to put it on here just like this. I want to add this clip on the top. So what I'm going to do is I want this part to stand up a little bit, you know, like it does on a clipboard. So I'm going to take a couple mini glue dots, and I'm going to stick them on the bottom where it would pinch your paper. So I got two on here. Oh, they're so strong. And then I'm going to take a dimensional and put it right up there. Okay, can you see what I did there? Now, before I do anything else, I have to make sure that this is going to stay on my cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here like this. Here comes, you want that dimensional to be off the top of your notebook paper. Just like that. Hang on, I dropped my scissors. Then I'm going to bring this in here like this. Now I didn't glue this down yet, this piece. I'm going to put my paper clip in here like this. Isn't that fun? Ah! I just love this. Okay, so I'm going to get some glue. I know this is kind of a weird way to do it, but it's going to work. Some glue in there. Now, you could glue the front of this paper clip down, but I don't really see the necessity to do that. This flower is going to come right down in here. So I could just glue this right there. just like that. Put some dimensionals on the back of here. That right down in there. I should have moved this a little bit. Let me see if I can still do it. Hang on. I forgot one of my little elements here. There we go. This little arrow, which could also be gold, and that would be pretty. But I've got gold here, so I went with the Calypso Coral because that's in the background here. Isn't that super cute? And now, I was going to put this up here, but it seems like a little too much. It kind of covers up my clip a little more than I want it to. So then I thought, well, maybe I could just cut these apart and use just one flower instead of 3. So let's see how that looks. It may be a dumb idea. We're going to find out right now. I don't like that one. That one doesn't look that great cut apart. Let's try a different one. Let's see how this one looks like cut apart. It's kind of jaggedy. I'm going to get rid of some of this. This is the look that I was going for. And you may say, but, well, Kelly, does it really matter? Yes, it does. It matters. It's all those little details that make such a big difference. Okay, so I'm going to leave that right there. We're going to use that flower. Ditching the other 2. And then we have to decide. You guys need to make a decision here. Oh, Judy says you're a pro, not just lucky. Well, Judy, thanks. You know, when you do this stuff a lot, it does work out a little bit better most of the time. Okay, so should I use the early espresso, which goes with our card base, to tie a little bow and put it right here? Or should I do something a little more subtle and just do the linen thread here? Gosh, I kind of like the pop of this. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to start with this. We'll see what you say. I don't know if I'm going to use that. I might just actually tie a bow all by myself because I'm a big girl. I went right around here. Let's see how this goes. No bow. Deb says no bow. Okay, we might ditch the bow idea. We just might. Let's try it. And if we don't like it, we can pull it off. Because we do not have to have a bow. I don't know. I'm really kind of thinking we don't need a bow. So good call. Good call, you guys. Yeah, Debbie says the same thing. A bow on the paper clip. Well, that might be an idea. I think I would use this, though, because it's a little less kind of in your face. I could put a little bow on there. I don't know if we really need it, though. I'm going to go with what you guys said and no bow, but I am going to put this little cutie patootie on here. Let me find a mini dimensional. Mini. Oh my goodness gracious. What do you guys think of that? Thank you so much. Yeah, I would have definitely gone with the dark too. Oh yeah, I need my embellishments. Thank you for the reminder. We need these. So now I couldn't decide if I wanted to do those or if I wanted to do these tan ones on here. I don't know that I like these bright ones. Do I want to stick with the petal pink, or do I want to go with these tan ones on here? What do you guys think? You let me know. Oh, thank you guys so much. I was really happy with this. And I love all these little elements. All these little elements I think are just the coolest thing ever. They're so fun. Now, this is a bundle, the stamp set and this, that I will keep and never sell, because Haley and Val like to do scrapbooking, and these are great little elements for scrapbooks. But as you can see, they are also amazing for just a really cool, just a note card, right? Okay, I'm hearing crumb cake. Lots of crumb cake. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. We're going to do these. And I'm going to put a little one right there. How about another one right over there? And then we're going to drop another big one right down in here. I don't know if I like how far those are apart. How about that? Yeah, it gives it that little bit of shine. I can see that little bit of shine coming through. Good call, everybody. Love it. Let's see if I can get these back in here. Oh, look at that. Oh, gosh, I'm just totally on it tonight, aren't I? This does not happen that often. You guys see me fuddle through a lot of stuff. And I'm always just keeping it real, right? Love, 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 love. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to do next. Hang on just a second. Get some of this out of the way. Out. Where did that? I do with that stamp set. I'm going to keep this here. Keep this. This can get put away. Okay, next. Yeah, I think this is why I'm not completely doing this card tonight. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to share with you is, remember, we still have our product of the month. This is a pack of 12 by 12 double-sided paper. It is called True Blue Florals. And you can get this for $5 before the last day is December 31st, unless we didn't run out of these. So I'm just going to call it that the last day is December 31st. You guys all understand how this works, but this is our True Blue Florals. You can get this with a $75 order. You can add it for $5. So I wanted to make sure, because a lot of you have gotten the True Blue Florals, whether you ordered it through yourself or through me. So I wanted to give you some great ideas with it. So we have this one. Now I'm going to bring in the True Blue Florals. Everything is the same here, 4 by 5 1/4 using the blue. This is Night of Navy card. We are going to come in here with a 3/4 inch piece to go on the inside. You guys know how this works. I've already kind of put some of the card together so that I could do more for you tonight. I just got glue all over there. I know you saw that. This floral paper is directional, meaning that I want my flowers to go right side up. So yeah, some of these you have to pay attention. Others don't matter. But this is just a 3/4 or 1 inch scrap. This was just left in my thing. And I thought, oh, this will make a great border for the inside of my card. I got glue on my fingers. So yeah, today I was going to clean my whole office. And then I thought, I better sit down and start figuring out my projects for my Sunday Night Live before I get on a cleaning frenzy and run out of time. And of course, then I went off on a tangent doing a million things that I probably shouldn't have, but I knew you guys would love. So here I am Okay, so here's what I have. So I took basic white and I stamped balmy blue lines with the stamp set. Just a note stamp set, just like we did on the last card. I used Night of Navy for my Just a Note sentiment. And then this piece right here is 3x4. So Night of Navy 3x4, and we're going to stack this on top of it. I used gold foil for my little paper clip here and balmy blue for my little arrow. So we've basically got the same card, just some different paper and colors, and there's a couple little different elements here that I wanted to share with you. Okay, so I'm just going to center this right on here. Then we're going to add this to the front, just like we did the last one. I think right there is going to work. This time I use silver. I want to make sure that this is going to fit on our card. It is. So I've got my dimensional on here. I'm just going to add those mini glue dots to this part. One more. There we go. Take that off. Now this is a lot more subtle in that I didn't use the big floral paper like I did on the last one. Okay, so we've got that going on. Then I grabbed the dies from the Brushed with Beauty, Petals of Beauty. Brushed with Beauty is the paper. I grabbed this die, okay, and I made this out of Night of Navy. So I'm going to just bring this down in here, and I think I'm going to end up cutting this off a little bit. So I'm just going to hack that leaf off. We're going to add a little bit of, oops, hang on, mini glue dots are attacking. A little bit of glue right there. And I'm just going to come in and do this. Okay. And then I took my True Blue Florals. And let's see if I have, no, I don't. I cut out a couple of these really pretty flowers on this paper. And I'm going to use that to put down here in the corner. Oh my gosh, so pretty, right? I really like this paper, and I just wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a lot of good ideas with it, because this promotion is almost over and I didn't get to do that much with it. I'll share with you what I did do. Now, I also cut out this little flower, and I thought that I would just come in here and tuck this right down in here. That'll work. I'm just going to add some glue. And bring that right down in here. Here we go. This is up on dimensionals. That's glued straight down there. And then we have this one, which I am going to cut that stem off. Add that right to, oops, that was a lot of glue. Hang on, I got to get rid of some of that. That was a bit much. I'm going to put that right up here. Okay. And here we go. What do you guys think of that? Yeah. And look at how different it looks. Same card, same exact thing, but just very different. So True Blue Florals. And then I made another one because I told you I kind of went down a rabbit hole today. Cleaning, schmeening, right? And I made this one. And I used the little Echo fastener. Can you guys see how cool that is? Again, same card, different paper, different flowers here. Echo fastener. I didn't put a flower up here because I thought it would cover up all that detail. That's so cool. Oh, I need to put some of these on here because we have to have a little bit of bling, 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 right? So let me get some of those in here. A couple of those. And I think I want one over here too, because I can do that. There's our bling, bling. So again, great ideas with this paper. Here's the other project that I made, just in case you guys missed it, with the True Blue Floral. And what is that? What is the stamp set called, you guys? I've got it here. Friendly Foliage, this bundle. But here was what I did with that same True Blue Florals paper. I made all of these little note cards. And I'm going to be giving these away as a gift. Love these. And these are all get well cards. So, great little idea there with this one. This is also on my blog, this whole little gift idea. So yeah, okay. Are you ready for more? What time is it? How long did I yak? Oh, it's 8:46 already, you guys. Dang it. I do not want to keep you this late because I know that's really hard for a lot of you. I'm going to save my last card. Where did my glue lid go? Oh, who knows, right? It's here somewhere. Oh, here it is. I'm going to save my last card for next time because it's not going to expire. It's a birthday card. It's a gift card holder, actually. I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. Oh, what was I going to tell you about? Just a Note. That's what I wanted to tell you. The Just a Note bundle, this one is on the last chance list. So I want to make sure you know that. Just in case you don't have anything like this, I highly recommend something like this in your library or arsenal of supplies because it is super, super fun. And it's one of those timeless sets that you can use forever. Like, you know how long these clips have been around? Like forever. So I highly recommend something like this. And if you did not buy yourself a Christmas present, maybe you need to get on that bandwagon. I'm not kidding. Everybody deserves something special. This would be it. And of course, I always appreciate when you place orders with me. If you have any questions about this, it's called Just a Note. And it is on the last chance list, which means as soon as these are gone, they're not going to replenish them. But it is a very cool little set of dies for sure. And of course, I like the lines in the stamp set. So, and this bundle isn't very expensive at all. Let me see if I can bring in, I know that is this it right here? Yeah, there we go. Just so you can see that a little closer. But yeah, it is a really, really neat little set. Now, please remember that your orders in December will get you a PDF with the Hobby Haven suite. There are 10 cards in here with pictures, dimensions, ingredient list, and instructions. That is a gift that I give to everybody who places an order with me, no matter what size order. Now, if you happen to place an order of $35 or more with me, you get to attend a special private class called the Stamp Happy Party that takes place on the second Wednesday of every month. The next one is going to be January 14th. When your order reaches $35, you get that PDF that I just showed you, plus the Stamp Happy Party private class. And when your order is $50 or more, you get both of those other things, plus a video tutorial from a global design team that I am part of with 12 different ideas, including video tutorials for each one of them. And in the month of December, we are featuring the online exclusives And I think mini catalog and online exclusives, anything that was new there in our last release. So if you happen to need the new mini catalog, if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. You can pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com. Give me your name, address. Let me know if you need just the mini or if you need the big catalog. I would be happy to help you out with that. And I would love to earn your business. Okay, I am coming back to the screen. There I am. Oh, my crown is almost falling off. My bangs are looking a little stupid. But that's okay. I need to see if I missed any comments. Yes, just a note. Luann, thank you so much. Luann is the one who made that fabulous card. This one. Luann, thank you so much. I love this layout. I just love it. $37.75 for just a note bundle, which is a really good deal. So, and one of those things you're going to keep forever. Hi, Corrine. I'm happy to see you here. Thank you guys so much for all your comments. Where did the shiny silver paper come from? Tina, that's silver foil, like our gold foil. And I was going to look that up to see if we have that in stock right now. Hang just tight. Foil, Foil. Anytime I go to the online store, I just type in a name, foil. Yeah, it looks like we don't have any silver foil right now. But we do have the earth and tone metallic. We have gold. And, oh no, there's silver foil sheets. Item code is 163387. But again, just go to the online store and put in silver foil. And it's $5. You get 2 sheets that are 12 by 12 for $5, which is quite a bit. Like, I don't go through that foil paper very often. Glad you asked. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you go. I will have pictures of these and all of the details, ingredient list, dimensions, pictures, links, all on my blog in about an hour, hour and a half. And then the links for that new catalog launch party is underneath the video on YouTube. You can also find it out on my blog, www.astampabove.com. Join the launch party. It is 2 weeks of amazing inspiration using new stuff out of the online exclusives and the mini catalog. You will love it. And of course, if you don't have much out of those mini catalogs, if you're not a demonstrator or discount shopper yet, you will have the opportunity to order on January 6th. And you don't need everything, right? You just, I mean, it's great if you want it and you can get it. But there are some things that you can switch out and use things that you have that will work for that. So keep that in mind. Lots of fun. Vicki, go back and watch the replay. You will love it. Pearl says she loves the new roller coaster set. That is so fun. That designer paper is absolutely the funnest. I do too. I love that. And thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It has been an absolute pleasure to stamp with you. Thank you for your input when I'm asking, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? And of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I am always happy to help you. Happy New Year. I hope 2026 brings us good health, family, good with family, new friends, new adventures, new vacations. Oh, I love a good vacation. I think I should have been a travel agent. Maybe not. A stamping travel agent? Maybe. But just wishing you and yours all the best. Do something special for yourself. Indulge in something. Watch your favorite movies. Sit down and crochet or knit. Do something for yourself. Ring in that new year. We are going to be having Christmas with my stepdaughter Stephanie and her family. And Haley and Jared again, and Andy and Steve and all the kids on the 1st. So that'll be fun. We're going to play lots of games. I've been put in charge of games. So I gave it to Steve. He's good at it. We'll be good. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's Eve and even a better year. Good health. That's what we want. Good health and happiness, right? Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Bye-bye.